13 officers on one man. 13 officers on one man with his hands cuffed behind his back. Y'all are all pussy. They should all be fired. Fuck, suspended without pay. Fuck all that shit. They all need to be out of here. New York corrections, this type of shit y'all on. See, this is what they do when they think nobody is watching. When they think they're going to get away with it, right? This is how they act. This is why the police cannot be trusted. New York police is the biggest gang in America. You about to see what these thugs just did to this black man that was facing no threat at all. Beat this man, choked this man until he lost his life. 7 day, let's go, man.
You tuned into the 7 Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
Death of an inmate at a prison in New York after he was beaten by corrections officers. Today, New York's Attorney General released body cam video and called what happened shocking and disturbing. Here's Sam Brock, and a warning, this video is graphic.
Newly released shocking video shows these correctional officers fatally beating an inmate, Robert Brooks. The footage, blurred and redacted by state authorities, shows officers repeatedly kicking and punching Brooks in the legs and chest and trying to jam an object down his throat. New York's Attorney General says Brooks was pronounced dead December 10th, a day after these interactions with correctional officers was recorded.
I do not take lightly the release of this video.
James says the video doesn't have audio because the officers involved failed to properly activate their body cameras. It begins with Brooks being carried inside, handcuffed and face down. He's then raised up, face bloodied, and punched in various parts of his body. Brooks was serving a 12-year sentence for stabbing his girlfriend. His attorney says his death is incomprehensible.
I was there with Mr. Brooks' son and his father and his brother. They all watched the video as well, and I think it was just the overwhelming shock. It was just felt so incomprehensible.
NBC News has not been able to reach attorneys for the 14 people under investigation, but the president for the Correction Officers Benevolent Association, adding in a sharply worded statement, "The egregious and repugnant action of the officers who committed this heinous and fatal assault does not in any way reflect the values of the vast majority of correction officers, including my members."
13 personnel are currently suspended without pay. Another has resigned as the investigation continues. And yet, Tom, there are still questions tonight about what happened that led to the beating that we just saw. Tom?
Sam Brock with that disturbing new video just released.
What up, y'all? You tuned into the 7 Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. Blessings to that man, to him and his family that got maimed at the hands of the New York State Corrections and those 13 correctional officers, those 13 pussies that beat a man, choked a man, strangled a man, kicking him. And they laughing and they laughing and shit. You can't see they cut the audio off. They cut the audio off, right? Purposely. They did this ain't the first time they did this shit. They know what they doing. They really didn't. I don't even think they really wanted to have their body cam put on, because as y'all heard, it went into standby mode to where it kicked on itself. So I really think they was trying to not even have video footage of this shit. Listen, we gotta have less motherfucking followers and more motherfucking leaders. Let me say this one more time. We gotta have less fucking followers going along, getting the sheep, the herd, going along with they doing that? That's what we doing? Okay, let me do it too, right? We need less pussies and more leaders that's gonna stand on what's right. If one of them officers, just one, would have stood for what's right and would have been like, hey man, we about to fuck this dude, like something bad gonna happen. He could lose his life. We gotta stop. If one of them officers would have said that, this man will still be here. This man will still be here. If one of them officers was a real fucking human being. And this is why I do not trust the police. This is why the police cannot be trusted at all. Cause all these bad apples, and it was 13 in that video, all these bad apples spoil it for the whole fucking bunch. And let's be clear. This ain't the first incident, right? This been happening in America since the birth of the nation. This type of shit has been happening from back before when we ain't had no rights. Hanging us, right? They was hanging us for no reason. We could have looked at a white woman. Emmett Till killed him for looking at looking at somebody. Another human being died because they looked at another human being. And the only reason why they died was because of the color of their skin. Do you understand the type of stupidity and ignorance that even sounds like? I'm pissed off. I even got to say that statement. But this is what happens. This is what happens in America. See, I was just talking about this shit. Just talking about this. We need, this is a call to action. This is a call. Something got to give. Something has got to give. These officers, one of them resigned. Yeah, he should have. He should have been fired. Fuck resign. He shouldn't even been allowed to resign. He should have been fired. Talking about resign. No, nigga, that nigga should have been fired. Straight up. Should have been fired, right? And then the other 12 is put on unpaid suspension. You unalive somebody and you get put on suspension without pay? Suspension without pay for unaliving somebody. That's the same. I can go to work and for a no-show, no-call. And that's probably the same shit I get. So for not showing up to work and not calling off, you can get suspended without pay, right? But you don't get fired for unaliving somebody. You don't get fired for you hear how ridiculous that sounds, how stupid. All them officers should be fired, all of them. Let's be clear. They tried to hide this. They really tried to hide this. They cut off the audio so we can't even hear what they saying, right? We can't hear it. And I believe they purposely did that. In the video, you watch the video, it's clear. This man, there was first of all, he's handcuffed. What can a handcuffed man do to anybody other than maybe kick if he's laying down or standing up, right? In the video, he's not kicking. He's not resisting. He's not doing shit but getting beat on. Beat on. You can look in his face and tell he is near, very close to death. You could tell he's been beaten badly in his face, swelled up, bleeding, everything, right? Dude is choking him. Got him in a fucking headlock, choking him. Well, I'm not going for this shit. I'm not going for it. We is not about to have another 2019, 2020. Because this shit is giving me flashbacks of George Floyd all over again. People got to wake the fuck up. This is a call to action. People got to wake the fuck up. I don't care if you black, white, brown, yellow, orange, pink, purple. I don't give a fuck what color you are. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. This is just flat out wrong. If more people would stop listening to the crowd and going with what the crowd is fucking doing and listen to their fucking heart, right? Listen to their soul. This world would be a better place. If one of those officers would have said, hey man, we need to stop. Dude is fucked up. All right, don't choke him, man. We already fucked him up. You see his face. Don't choke him. If one person would have said that, this man would still be here. One. All it takes is one person. Not one of them motherfuckers did anything like that. And in fact, I think this is the sick shit that I be talking about. See, there was nobody like that in that room with that man. right? There was nobody like that really was a real person that was really moving in conjunction with God or in conjunction with their heart or their spirit. These 13 officers, their spirit was wicked. There's some wicked shit. Straight up wicked shit. These officers, these correctional officers, they're a gang. They're moving like a gang. They just beat a man till they unalived him with their bare hands. Tortured. This man was literally tortured until his last breath. One of the worst things, one of the worst ways to go out. Blessings to him and his family. I can't say that enough. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Straight up. Moving forward, this is a call to action to anybody and everybody. Not black, white, not everybody. Every color, every race, every creed, religion, don't matter. This is a call to move forward, get past the judging people off of their skin and just judge them by their character, their words, their actions. But see, that's only going to work with people that's really in tune with themselves, that's really moving with the laws of the universe, right? That's really moving like God. There's evil out there. There's wickedness out there. I'm just sorry that nobody in that room with that young man was there to combat that evil, because that's what let's call it what it is. It was fucking evil. It's fucking wicked. And then they're like laughing and smiling, joking and shit. We can't hear what they saying. It's just tragic. It's tragic. I couldn't imagine if that was my son, my brother, my uncle, my dad, and I had to watch this video like his family had to do. It disgusts me. It really disgusts me. Man, that shit really got me kind of speechless for real. I'll be so pissed off that I don't even be knowing what to say for real. But we gotta move. We have to do better, man. We got to. There's no reason why a man should be taken away from this earth when his hands are behind his back, cuffed, and he's not fighting at all. Like, that's just wild. And this for people that don't know, if you ain't been to jail or nothing, this type of shit happens a lot. People, officers, correctional officers, police officers, they will jump like some pussies. They will jump people. They'll take them to the nurse's room like they did to this man. They'll take them to certain rooms where there's not cameras, which I don't think there was a camera in that nurse's room. That's probably why they took them. I know in my local jail, police officers, correctional officers will take people to the nurse's office where there's no cameras and beat people. Fuck them up. Like, fuck them up. Just like they did this young man right here. Yeah, we need more of unity, right? And all this does is divide. It's sad, but there's always gonna be people like this out there. And look, the power, I believe the power that they have, the police and the correctional officers, the power that they have definitely goes to their head, and they definitely be looking down on inmates and certain races. There's definitely a lot of racism in the police force, in the correctional facilities. And it's really corrupt. It's a fucked up system, and it needs to change. Straight up, it needs to change. I was just in court and fucking police officer who knew me my whole life said, oh, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna talk to the judge, whatever, your attorney. He goes in there. He knew me my whole life. He goes in there and tells them I need time over my head. This is what police do. This type of sneaky, underhanded, snake in the grass ass shit that the police do. Tell somebody that they about to help them, and then go to the judge and tell them they need time over their head. This I literally just had this happen to me this month when I went to court. The police officer said, and he came back out and he was like, oh yeah, you're gonna be fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. Blah blah blah. I talked to him. Man, I went in there. My lawyer was like, yeah, that police officer, he just said this kid needs time. This dude needs time over his head. My lawyer said, I don't give a fuck what he wants. Straight like that. G shit. She ain't give a fuck what he said. She said, we're going to talk to the judge. That's what we did. Snake ass police, crooked ass police, acting like saying that they going to help somebody, right? And then, which I ain't need his help to begin with. And I don't know what the fuck he thought he was helping me with. But, yeah. Blessings to that man's family. 7 day I'm out.